you just mentioned car parks. We have actually looked into apartments where car park has been noted as being, part of the property that you're buying, part of the apartment that you're buying. But when you look at the strata plan or community title plan, it is actually just exclusive use, and that has a very different value proposition. And it's really important to understand that, because you don't want to be paying for something you don't own. And actually, if it can be voted, if the change can be voted, then you may actually lose that car park if there was a vote, if it was put to a vote that you depending on what the bylaws say.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I always look at car parks for lots of reasons. I've gone and looked at properties and found that the owner's been using the wrong car park for years. That's actually not theirs on title. The strangest things. And so I've also gone and looked at one property where the car space sort of nosed in under the ramp going up to the next level, which meant that unless you had a very short car, you couldn't actually park in it. Now, it had...
Or a very low sports car.
A very low car or a very short car, right? So, and yet on the title, it's got the actual dimensions marked out, because on the floor, on the ground...
On the actual ground,
that's
it's there.
The size. But
it's just that volumetric part of it isn't going to allow for an awful lot.
Yeah, you couldn't get a bonnet under it. And in fact, what it was very funny, because this particular property had been rented out, it had this huge wad of foam taped onto the edge of this ramp
because they kept driving into
obviously nosing and just squeezing it as close as possible until they got wedged underneath it,
God, can you imagine the front of the car? How many times have they gone under and just dinted it down a little bit?
Not only that, but you think about this, when cars, they sort of drop a little bit when you get in it. Yeah. And so you need to get 4 people in it to be able to get it out from underneath the ramp.
Can you imagine you've got your neighbours walking past and you go, can you just pop in my car so I can back out from under the ramp?
I need to let air out
wedged myself a little.
Let the air out of your tyres so you can get out of your car space. So, and I've also seen car spaces where there's a monstrous great big pylon sort of edging into it, and which makes manoeuvring in and out really difficult.
Yeah, particularly if you've got a long wheel base.
Yeah.
My car's very long. It's 5.25 metres. So to actually get into something that has a pylon like that in the wrong position is almost a 30-point turning exercise. So depending on what car you've got, if that impediment is actually there, then you could actually provide a lot of entertainment for your neighbours when you're parking every day.
Yes. So these are things that often buyers don't think about, and often agents will say during an open house as well. They say, "Oh, look, I can't show you the parking today because it's only me here." So, sometimes I'll be cheeky and say, well, just throw me the keys. I'll bring them back to you. But that is me. I'll get away with that.
But also opening your car door. So we're talking the course about the fact that if a car space is too narrow, and then you've got the cars either side of you, you've almost got to make a decision as to whether it's the passenger that can get in or out, or you can get, as a driver, can get in or out, because you've got to really go to one side of the car park, or even negotiate that you both park on, opposite sides so that you've got a common area that you can actually get into your car. That can be really tight.
Yeah, and you will find that open car spaces are narrower than garages because of that reason. So they do encroach. Your door will encroach into your neighbours and theirs will encroach into yours. But one little trick too is floor plans. You can't 100% rely on the dimensions on an agent's